Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If this is your first time joining, my name is Gluefoot. I have been playing through Final Fantasy XIV's main scenario quest. We are about to finish up Post A Realm Reborn, which means we'll be getting into Heavensward, which is kind of where the story is already getting good. We actually have more, like, compelling dialogue and such. But, yeah, Heavensward, it's only up from here. We're gonna get much better story quality, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I might end early today. Just because I have, like, some errands that need taken care of. But yeah. No, it is, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be good. I do also, I think I have an ear infection. So, talking kind of hurt. For stream this week, take a break, don't burn yourself out. No, it's fine. I'm honestly, like, this is the pace that works. Also, this is actually the third stream this week. But thank you for overestimating my schedule. Because last week, this is the fourth stream since I started streaming again. But the first stream since starting from my most recent break is Friday. But yeah, welcome in, that guy. Also, like, 12 hours of streaming a week is not terribly much. Or at least it doesn't feel like it. Not right now. But thank you for the concern. Celebration is about to begin shortly. I'd hope that you might make our introductions together, but Mistress Momody just sent word that you are needed at the quicksand. Oh. Adventurers Guild needs us. And yeah, your presence is always welcome, but not mandatory or like obligated. So there is nothing to forgive. I absolve thee. Well, I cannot absolve thee, for there is nothing to forgive. You know, it's the genie meme of, like, nothing's changed. Exactly. We'll go on ahead, Aden. Pray join us once matters at the quicksand are resolved. Y'all get to go to a party without me? Give my regards to Momody, and let her know that I will call upon her anon. Ow. Popping my... Okay, there we go. I have to pop my knuckles. But yeah, I have a few errands that need taken care of, so I'm kind of hoping this takes like 2 hours. And then I can just, like, chill. Because I need to go get fire extinguishers. For streaming the last 7 days. No, yeah, but like, I'm not... But, like, last 7 days in terms of past, whatever 7 times 24 is. 28. 144. Wait, is 7 times... Is that really 144? No. 168. There we go. In the last 168 hours, I wouldn't consider, like, last Friday as part of that, but, eh. Anyway. But yeah, don't worry. I'm honestly doing fine. Like, part of the reason why this schedule right now is sustainable is because there's actually, like, very little opportunity cost to me streaming at this time. Because I work nights right now. Like, my and it's not even salaried. My job currently, you know, the thing that I get paid to do, is I work weeknights. I deliver pizza right now, right? Like, I have a fucking master's degree in engineering and I'm delivering pizza. The world is, all is right with the world. It's something, I don't know. As long as billionaires get their paycheck, whatever, fuck them. Also, apparently the owner of the place I deliver for is in a shitty screamo band. However, I didn't get to ask if their band is shitty because it was other people's opinion that it's shitty. And, like, I just didn't want to listen to it because I don't want to give the owner who refuses to pay me minimum wage because I get tips. And that's, like, the law where I live is that, like, you can make below minimum wage if you get tips. And it's like, that doesn't help. And I did the math, and to give all of the delivery drivers minimum wage, it would cost the owner like $2,500 a month, which is not that much. If you have enough money to be fucking around with like with your shitty band, then you have enough money to, then you can spare 25k, or not 25k, 2.5k a month to pay your workers minimum wage. It's nuts. Not to mention that they literally make money off of us. Like, the delivery fee for the pizza is $3. The driver gets 2 of those $3, but we don't get compensated for gas, so that is effectively our gas compensation. But, like, that means the store is making a guaranteed $1 off of every delivery, regardless of, like, material costs or anything else. They make $1 off every delivery. And there's, like, 50 deliveries a night. Tips are so dumb, just give the worker... Yeah, exactly, right? Like, it's... Tips are just dumb socialism. Because you're still having the public subsidize your wages, but just, like, the onus... It's like sales tax where people with lower income bear more of the brunt because it is a higher proportion of their income that they're paying. Yeah, it's... I don't like it. And the owner... And I bring this up because the owner actually ordered last night. Ordered a delivery while he was at band practice. Unfortunately, I was not the one to deliver to him, because I would not have walked out of that delivery still having my job. Yeah. So anyway. Appreciate you dropping in on such short notice, Auden. I know you've got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with the Crystal Brave by the name of Valianne, are you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure you recruited her yourself. Anyway, she came around for a meal not long ago, and before she left, she asked me to give you a message. Said if the others end up dragging you to the feast, I was to see you got it before you made your grand entrance. Meet me at the station west of the Coffer and Coffin. There's something I must show you. A short message, I'll grant, but she thought long and hard before picking those words. Barely touched her food, too. Under other circumstances, I'd have thought those signs of a troubled heart, but something tells me she ain't planning to confess her undying love. Yeah, no, it's gonna be about who the traitor is in the Crystal Braves, I imagine. Alright, can I take a chocobo wherever I'm going? Not super efficient to do so. I need to wash my desk mat. It's getting there. It's been a couple months since I've done it. Need to just do like a whole clean of my desk situation. And they ask, so you can complete bankruptcy for us. Yeah, exactly, right. I mean, I'm not bankrupt by any means. I am fortunate enough to have parents who are willing to house me. So like not needing to pay rent is nice. But like other drivers, like, and that's the thing as well, is that tips are also incredibly inconsistent as like a payment method, or as a income method. Just because it's purely based on like how many orders you get, and honestly, actually, it is rather. I say that, but there is a very statistical consistency to tips. Like my median tip is $5. That's not the average. But that is the median, and that's because most orders are around $20 to $40, and most people tip, 10 to 20%. And And also, fun fact, service quality has no impact on tips past a certain point. Like, as long as you are, you know, showing, like, basic courtesy and human decency, people are just going to tip whatever they're going to tip. They're not going to tip more if you're super nice or anything. Like, I've had customers be super nice and then, like, tip me, like, 5%. And it's like, what are we doing here? Just don't even tip me. Like, you're tipping me $1 on a $20 order. That means I make, you know, $8 for this hour. If you get lucky, some night you give you 10, 20 bucks. It's very rare. Yeah, like, it is maybe like it's actually honestly about like 1 in 20 tips that I get more than 20%. And it is just as many that give me below 20%, if not more. Like, the only saving grace is that, like, for large orders we have guaranteed gratuity, which means that, like, no matter what the customer chooses, if they order over like $100, then I'm for sure getting like $10, which is nice. So yeah, anyway, enough about tips. As you stand upon the platform, your thoughts begin to wander, and all too soon the ghosts of comrades lost and enemies slain begin to file your mind's eye in solemn procession. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but see no sign of Alianne. This is a trap, or something happened to Alianne. Straining your ears to listen, you hear the chatter of Chichirn and the buzzing of syrphids, but no approaching footfall. Sighing, you bow your head, only to notice the vial lying at your feet. Since when is there XP in the chat? I don't know. That might be a new feature. Laurentius. Uh-oh. Is he the traitor? Seen Alianne? Why, no, I haven't seen her about. Had she come this way, I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We're to patrol the city's environs, on account of the royal banquet. Captain's orders, you understand? Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? You should be with the other honored guests, enjoying your well-deserved respite. Aye, pray return to Uldad, and if I chance to meet the lieutenant, I will tell her you were here. Yeah, he's definitely the traitor. That guy is suspicious AF. Yep. That facial expression says everything. Turn around. Yeah, don't overstrain yourself, that guy.
Hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Oh, that's a nice touch. Laurentius is still there. I'm gonna guess it's a message in a bottle that we just got. Oh. Reminded me of Sakura. So yeah, that's the funny thing is that Sakura's name is Haruno Sakura, which is just like Spring Cherry Blossom, which is actually kind of a beautiful name in and of itself. But also, like, Sakura got done dirty. Kishimoto is not nice to his female characters. I haven't read Boruto because I just don't care. But like he does like Hinata was the one who kind of ended up the best, but like other than that, he just, I don't know. Sakura got done dirty. She's supposed to be like one of the main trio, but she only has like, in the entire series between main Naruto and Shippuden, has Boruto's cooking. I hear, but again, I just don't care. Like it. Yeah, no, I know that like True Blue Vortex is releasing soon, or like it's going on. But like, I don't know, man. I think that Naruto honestly peaked with the Mist Swordsman arc, like in the very beginning. Like, maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. But we've gone far away from the whole, like, it's been a long time since Naruto has been, it's 25 chapters in. Fair enough. Reckon you'd head straight to the feast after meeting with Alianne. What's the matter, no appetite? Well, here's the thing. Didn't see you until just now. Well, welcome in. Glad you saw it. So she wasn't there, but this was, eh? Let's see. Looks to me like an alchemist file. But beyond that, I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. Any road, no use worrying about Alianne. I'm sure she'll turn up before too long, and when she does, we'll soon find out what this was all in aid of. Besides, you've got more important things to think about. Would you believe that? While you were away, another message arrived for you. Well, one did. One delivered by the Sultana's handmaiden, no less. Seems her grace desires a private audience. Yeah, no, again, I trust you on the Boruto stuff. It's just, I don't care. You know? I read all of Boruto's dad, and I got what I wanted out of that series. Yeah, like, I would rather, and am actually in the process of reading One Piece, before I, like, attempt any other shonen. I guess besides Dan. Although I'm not reading Dan, but I am watching it.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor.
Did that not have a voice line?
If your
Did I
grace
just
is
miss that?
ready, I shall summon the warrior of light. I am.
Oh, I see what you mean about Sakura with like the hairstyle. That kind of makes sense.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
It honestly looks like a fun feast.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, Antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally.
Yeah, I like Emmerich.
When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
He will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand
What a
required
sweet
his attention,
optimist you
but
are.
It did not sound serious.
Foreshadowing is a literary device wherein... I do love the Ul'dah music. Yeah, it is very good. So where's the Aetheryte? Over here. Chamber of Rule. Alright, let's go. Yeah, that maybe not quite, possibly ear infection is really bothering me. Freaking burping hurts. Like, imagine burping hurting your ear. That's what's going on with me. Or at least one of the symptoms. Thank you for coming, sir. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you require a moment to compose yourself before your audience, you may have it. Or, if you are ready, it would be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay, lock in. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Let's go. Yeah, like, I feel my eustachian tube. Which should not happen.
Enter.
Speak, friend,
Your
and
Grace,
enter.
Your guest has arrived. Pray, come in, and take your ease.
So I have like some particulates on my pop filter.
'Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Such noble words after the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands.
He got really serious. That actually kind of has me worried. Hopefully it's good news.
'Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Also, can you replay job quests? Is that a thing? Please tell me
Very
Allian
well.
isn't dead.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
Very much looking forward to the new Alphino voice. Sorry, Sam Riegel, this just isn't the voice for you. Or this isn't the character for you.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Very interesting and clever how they avoid voicing all the Crystal Braves. Like using cuts,
You may
whispers,
go.
etc.
Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
Yeah, she wants to dissolve the Sultanate, right? Hand over control of Ul'dah to Raban.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
Yep, there you go.
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out.
Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More
Wait, she wants us to
grateful
make
than
the
I can well
announcement or, like,
express.
tell Roban?
How much we have both changed since that day we met beneath the Sultan tree. And the days ahead promise to change us further still. I hope that we will recognize ourselves when all of this is over.
I won't. I'm probably gonna use the glamour to change myself into an Aura. It's poisoned. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Shit. Man, fuck. This is bad. And we're getting framed for it.
Your Grace!
Yeah, Teleji, you fucking did this. Don't... Game over. Yeah. Game over, man.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead.
Fuck you, Teleji. You fucking did this. I don't have proof, but, like, you're the only person who would do this.
Poison in her wine? You did this!
Teletubby has the acting skills of a Teletubby. No, the Teletubbies have better acting
Spare
skills
us your
than Telechi.
denials. I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
Yeah, how about who poured the fucking wine, idiot?
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
I'm not a Viper, though. I'm a monk. I don't get Viper until level 90. I can kill you in 300 ways, and that's just with my bare hands.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, Telechi was funding this whole mess through shell organizations, effectively. And they just didn't catch it. Quick
And
turn into a
what
ball
do you
full
hope to
sock on
achieve
him.
with
Yeah.
this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Honestly, nothing like a good betrayal to ramp up stakes in a story, and I mean that genuinely. Like, solid, bold, if predictable choice. Although, I guess you can't even really call it predictable because it was so foreshadowed that it's like predicting it isn't a bad thing. Like, they want you to see this coming.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
Yeah, it all works because of Alphinaud's naivete.
Attack.
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Yeah, Lucia. Tell him.
Lord Commander, we must away.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come,
Okay.
Lucia.
Actually, that was really subtle acting. And that was a great execution of the line. Like, there was this undertone of venom in that line. And, like, that, chef's kiss. Perfect. Love that delivery. Oh, Thancred's got a girlfriend.
Whatever is going on in there?
Also, if I ever get a PhD, I'm really tempted to get those neck tattoos.
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
He was literally possessed, dude.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
No, so that's the thing, that guy, is they immediately knew it was poison. It's also the fact that, They could have also had the lady in waiting.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals.
Sorry, I'm trying to give space while responding to the...
I believe I've lost my
No, they already knew it was
farce
poison.
of a celebration.
Teleji said when he walked in, it's like, poison in the wine. It was... So, yeah. They already knew it was poison. That's not the issue. They just had enough people in their pocket such that, honestly, anything could have happened, and I would have still been framed for it.
You go too far, Lord Adeleji.
Also, you don't need to put poison in with the drink before it's poured. You can put it in after.
And eject state visitors without her grace's consent. You treat the brass blades as your personal army, and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted, while an assassin removed its occupant. I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Kurthis. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
That's actually an interesting factoid, Drekness. I didn't know that.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
Yeah, Teleji's also kind of overplaying his hand here by revealing the news after all this business.
We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
Yeah, because I was fucking invited there. Although, because of her discretion, she probably didn't tell anyone else.
No, this cannot be.
Oh, that's what the poison vial was. Or, sorry, not the poison. That's what the vial was that Alian left behind.
Are to be tried for this atrocity.
Yeah, exactly. Don't need to be smart if everyone is in your pocket.
Bring in the prisoner.
Well, right, that guy. But, like, again, the point is that, like, they have total control of the narrative. It frankly doesn't matter the circumstances under which they discovered it. The point is that they stage plausible deniability for themselves. Oh, Ilbert, not you.
This man stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul Namo, and his suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn
I'm gonna gut you
for
like a pig, Ilbert.
This is madness.
This is, well, not
What a
Sparta,
pity.
but Ul'dah.
Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the
Fucking
assassin's
knew it.
person.
Knew it. Knew it. Knew it. Although they didn't need.
How very convenient.
They didn't need me to pick it up to do
You
that.
would speak of convenience. Who persuaded her grace to host
But he's
this
hard to catch on to,
celebration?
yeah.
A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view.
Yeah, he probably
A more
hid the whole.
occasion I could scarcely imagine.
He probably hid the
How
whole funding
dare
thing
you,
as well.
After all we have done for Ul'dah.
The thing that Wilred caught on to and had him killed.
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled. I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
What, the Echo?
Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend. I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands. Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
In the shower, probably.
She cannot be dead.
Sorry, Robon, but your wife is dead.
Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
Come on. Come on, break.
This cannot be.
Crash out like they need Greg to put you down. Yeah.
None more. None more. No!
The handmaiden can attest to much more. She'll, if anyone's gonna fold, it's gonna be her first. She's disciplined, but she's also probably the most emotionally invested.
Plainly, the royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
Oh, now you're just rubbing it in, you fucker.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
Oh man, they're going hard with the facial expressions.
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Valid crash out, Robon. But that was part of the plan, was to get Robon to kill him.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow Syndicate members.
Yeah, no, great lighting.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next to scheming bastard.
Alright, no, we gotta step in. I'm sorry, Robon. Holy shit.
Oh, Rabong!
7 hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Honestly, Whip should have shot him in the leg. She could have done it. Just stop the charging
you,
rhino.
old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide.
He's been disarmed.
And
No.
arrest this traitor as well.
Not Valley sending me untimely puns in DMs.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
'Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls, and a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
Excuse you. You know very little of farming.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
You die!
Oh, damn. Holy shit, man. Thank you.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand.
Yeah, we got this, buddy.
Leave this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Yes. With sheer muscle and determination, yeah. Yeah, Roban over the course of, like, these two patches has genuinely, like, shot up to be my favorite character. Or, like, one of my favorite characters. I still like Merlwyb more, probably.
There you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. It would appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Yeah, you think?
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
Probably since
Careful
the
preparations,
Ultima
the
weapon.
maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
Kind of with
The
Papalymo here.
Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Ishgard, Ishgard, Ishgard.
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, But our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papa Shan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Nanamo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel.
Ooh, I was gonna say airship.
It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Alright, well, we better hurry.
The rest of you, go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself?
She can probably take him.
I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papa Limo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Don't say it out loud, motherfucker.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
Alright. Hopefully they don't die. Although honestly, they probably got that. Alright, let's see what Lolorito's up to. The Handmaiden. Oh, is she part of the deeper plot? Is she gonna kill Lolorito here?
Now look what you've done.
Oh.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
Could really use some music here.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papa Limo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Well, prepare to see them in hell then. Oh, limit break? Ida going Super Saiyan?
Let them have it, Ida!
I do like their chemistry.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Okay, yeah, they're probably gonna die.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
Why is it always
the
sewers?
architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
I mean, it doesn't help that Papalymo just kind of told them.
You two, go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
I don't know, Y'shtola is kind of OP.
Only
Like,
that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
now, I do know that for sure, that these guys
My
won't
friends.
die. Because I know they both come back in Shadowbringers. Or they both, like, play big roles in Shadowbringers.
Leave us!
Damn. Minfilia can haul
What is the
ass in
plan,
that dress.
milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
That line could have used another take. Oh, arrow in the knee.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
Tis done.
It's their last reporting. Yeah, exactly. But like that last line from Thancred was good.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Farewell, Minfilia.
Hydaelyn, she speaks to me.
Oh, now. Now we get the word of the god?
No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
Okay.
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
Alright, don't know what Memphilia is gonna do, but sure. We're out of the city, we can use the chocobo now. Oh, hey, it's Alpha now. Wait, Taru?
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
You're a little kid, don't be too hard on yourself, but, you know, do a better job
There will be ample time for soul-searching later.
Okay, so
for now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
Oh, yay, okay. You brought transport. Or maybe you didn't bring it, but... No, they did bring it. Okay.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Good, honestly. Man, that was the carriage I rode in on. It's kind of nuts to think about. At least I think it was.
Let's not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
Intro man finally has a voice, yeah. Chocobos to the rescue. Honestly, this is fleeing in style. I dig this. Not to mention the narrative rejoining, mirroring, symmetry. The narrative symmetry. There we go. What's your name, little warrior?
Supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favor. Said her
Alice?
brother was having some trouble down in Ul'dah, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Alice actually exists. The game is finally
Thinking
acknowledged.
them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Pippin Taropin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Oh.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Ul'dah. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified.
Yeah, I like him already.
The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the
Yeah,
situation
any
with
Lalafell
such
showing up in
alacrity-
warrior armor is great.
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Aldin's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
Alianne? No, Sid. It's gonna be Sid.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation. But in the end,
This isn't the end, Alphino.
'twas I who needed saving.
Ryder's like, no, please don't theorize on. Look, I think honestly, like, just regardless of the whole like biological speciation stuff, having just like more adopted stuff in fantasy makes sense. Them soldiers would be searching for a while yet. Reckon we'll take the carriage back towards Ul'dah and get a lay of the land. Mayhap provide a distraction if need be. You three wait here. Help will be along shortly. Stay strong, friends. The real fight's to come. But yeah, aside from the speciation, just having more adoption in fantasy makes sense, given like how often people die and get orphaned. Yeah, just more adoption makes sense. Like, I'm surprised I don't see it more in fantasy. Like, it's unfortunate that we don't see more adoption in the real world, but like, that's at least understandable. Hey, welcome. Oh, and you're in your cloud outfit? Does that mean you're on Dark Knight? Let's see. Don't tell me. Gunbreaker, I see. You know, that's a cloud outfit. That's not like Squall's outfit. Whatever. The most unassuming folk can prove to be our greatest allies. That fellow was but a passing merchant, yet he lent us an aid without a moment's hesitation, or any hint of concern for his own safety. Though I can well imagine how a man could feel inspired to risk all in your presence. Father spoke often of you, Aden, and long have I looked forward to our first meeting. Needless to say, this is not at all how I envisioned it. Master Alphino, you must not give in to despair. That would only play into our enemy's hands. So long as you and Aden are free, we may still set things right. Forgive me, Marshal Tarapan, but Alphino, my boy, sorry to keep you waiting. Knew it. It was Sid. Sid, what are you doing here? Pulling you out of the fire as usual. Your merchant friend told me everything. Truly, then he is no merchant but an angel in peddler's clothing. But tell us, how do you intend to bear our friends to safety? With an airship. Enterprise time. Yep, I hid the Enterprise but a short distance away. All I need is a destination. I must find a place beyond the reach of both the Monitors and the Crystal Braves. Ishgard, baby. Kurthus. Ishgard will not suffer the intrusion of foreign forces in their territory. Right, but someone was like in on the plot because they pulled Emmerich out of unless they were using Iceheart. Did the Monitors recruit Iceheart, or are they in league with the Ishgard Royal Guard? Because the Ascians have like control over the Holy See. That was given in like a cutscene. Not I fear. I must remain here. I dare not abandon Ul'dah to the Monitors and their cronies. You may be certain that they seek to defame you, both here and in the other city-states. I know that I shall do my utmost to thwart their every effort. Frankly, I do not expect it to be much of a challenge. The small folk will not turn so easily on the Warrior of Light and his allies, no matter what the Monitors claim. Marshal Tarapan, I know not what to say. Ha! Now that father would labor to believe. But enough talk. You must go, Master Alphino. Your airship awaits. Words I love to hear. Your airship awaits. Ugh. Music to my ears. Also, Valley, I called your pun untimely more so because it was, like, too soon. That much hair at the back of his helmet must get really stuffy. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are ways to do it. Like, you can... So, speaking of someone with long hair, a good way to do it for when you're putting it under something, like, for example, a swimming cap, is to, like, kind of roll it up at the back of your head or even at the nape of your neck, and then, like, fold it over the top. Yeah, it doesn't really work as, like, a hairstyle, but... And also, it's a fucking game. Up, up, there's no rest for the righteous. God, I can't wait to see Ishgard. Good to know when you had long hair, you always struggled with it. I mean, your hair's also kind of curly. Which just makes it harder to put up. But yeah, if you look at, like, how female swimmers, because they will more often have long hair, like, see if you can find, like, if you watch, swimming competitions, so just, like, watch swimming competitions and see the, women who compete, if they, like, take off their caps after, they'll usually, that may be how some of them do it, right? Like, people have had long hair for an eternity. We found different ways to deal with it. Interestingly, the samurai, the reason why they have that, like, shaved head up top is to prevent them from, like, sweating under their helmets. So some people did just choose to shave it. Which is funny. We should make for Camp Dragonhead and speak with Lord Horsefall. Mayhap he will know what to do. I was really hoping the music wouldn't override there, but... Also, diegetically, I know that, like, I would probably still be very welcome in Limsa Laminsa because I'm part of the, like, you know, my character's part of Maelstrom. Welcome, thank you. Landing the plane outside the city because no airport. Yeah. Master Alphino told me you're I'm sorry, this... Oh, thank you. This is a good giggle. Master Alphino told me your fate, Aden, it warms my heart. You should turn to me before all others, and I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situation here has grown more complicated in your absence, which would be best if I explained in full. Oh, so there was actually an attack. Yeah, I forget your character's name. Was that you, Draknus, on the other side?
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Okay, they did actually suffer an attack.
The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Yeah, they're very close to having martial law.
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
Enctuya. Draknus on that thing.
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
Horshfunk gets it. Understands that the Scions need their naming schemes.
Any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Thank you, Horsefall. Oh god, all those intermediary quests were so worth it.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions.
I get why we did all that bullshit in post ARR.
This day. I suspect there are those
this
who
would
might
not
welcome
land
the
if I had
warmth your
skipped that.
presence brings.
Okay, another Giga cutscene. About how long is this set of cutscenes? Does anyone know? Open question. This is not rhetorical. I'm debating whether or not to get food. Oh, this is where the voice changes start. Not too long. Okay, I'll let it ride then. This is like the proper start of Heavensward. Heavensward starts right after this. I see. So this is technically still 2.55. Alphino, Auden, is it really you? Tataru, oh, you beautiful Lalafell. I'm so happy that you are. Oh, come here. Come here. It's okay. It's okay. The precious little bean. Precious little OP carbuncle summoning bean. I tried contacting Minfilia and the others, but no one would respond. Yeah, they all got trapped in tunnels. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. Philamen told me to run, and so I did. I ran until my lungs burned and my feet ached, but I lost my way, and then... Yes! Yugiri, you're back. Fortunately, I'd observed some of the Braves behaving suspiciously beforehand. Yet, oh my god, she purty. Mask was lost in the struggle. Yeah, she purty. Our raw model finally finished. Yeah, that makes sense. After Yugiri found me, we traveled to Vesper Bay, although apparently not rigged based on her very blank facial expression. The model's finished, but the rigging is not quite there. I met up with Urianger. When we told him what had happened, he used his magic to weave a glamour around the Waking Sands. From the outside, our old headquarters now looks like an abandoned storehouse. Oh, please don't tell me I have to go back to the Waking Sands. The transformation didn't take long either. Apparently, Urianger started making preparations after the Imperial attack just in case the Empire ever chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Yeah, he's not one to make the same mistake twice. Sorry, where was I? Oh, yes, so we waited there at the Waking Sands hoping others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for other scions even as we speak, but we have met with no success as yet. I had hoped that you might be able to suggest other further places to look. Ah, but you should know, the Rising Stones did not share the Waking Sands' good fortune. Only Crystal Braves await you there. Be that as it may, we have yet cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it is not impossible that the others could have done so as well. Yeah, but we won't see them for another 2 expansions. You may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured that the people of Doma yet stand with you. We welcome this opportunity to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate the others and see the scions restored to their rightful place of honor. Glad to hear it. you like to get this
all
premiere?
my doing. I believed myself the only one who
Appreciate
truly
the offer.
understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm.
Do as you will. I think part of the fun is the spontaneity of it.
Headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty?
I kind of want to take the walk myself, if you mean literally like carrying me on a mount.
And find homes for every refugee? Oh yes, I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity.
Well, at least he's learning.
Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alphino.
Here, have some hot cocoa, buddy. You need it.
So, Master Alphino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Ishgard, you can get a robot companion.
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
Alphino was like, I was sad, but then I got better. Ah, okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna stick around at least a little bit on the credits. Nobuo Uematsu, of course, classic. Yeah, I mean, Nobuo Uematsu and Yoshi P were both on Final Fantasy VII, right? Weird. I did not realize Mela Lee voiced Ida. She's the, as far as I know, she's the voice of. Also, they misspelled Sam Riegel's name, unless that's like a pseudonym that he uses for the spelling. But Mela Lee voices. God, what's her name? The the Twin Tails girl in Fate Stay Night in the English dub. Oh, Rie Tanaka? It's interesting to recognize some of these names. Tosaka, thank you. Gilgamesh. Bram Stormlike is a hell of a name. Tara Platt, yeah. Laura Post, yep, knew it. Remembered her dad before her. Yeah, fair. Max Middleman is Pippin, interesting. Fate Zero stuck in the brain? Yeah. Kashi Kawamoto. Pseudo. I'm trying to see who else I recognize on here. I don't really recognize anyone else, partially because I don't know a lot of like non-director Japanese game developer names. Like Sam Riegel used Sam Riegel as a stage name. I mean, yeah, like Taliesin and Jaffe used T. Axelrod in their credits for this, right? Like that is definitely not Taliesin's last name is Axelrod. I mean, it might be Taliesin Axelrod Jaffe is their full name, but yeah, no, T. Axelrod is definitely a stage name. But interesting, okay, so it is interesting that it's intentional, because I had thought it a misspelling before. But it makes sense. I thought his name was spelled, or his last name was spelled Riegel. And it also, like, the stage name kind of exists for the pun, I feel like, or not the pun, but like to evoke. It is Gal? Interesting, okay. So this music is good. Yes, okay, I knew it. Ha! I'm proven right. So, anyway. Brain fart. Whatever. Through master of actor names. I'm telling you, I'm just that good. I mean, I was able, like, admittedly, part of my ability is to just, like, spot Laura Post from, or, like, hear Laura Post from just, like, the very beginning is just because I'm kind of a fan. I am a bit of a nerd when it comes to voice actors. Certain people will follow, even, like, non-Japanese speakers will follow around certain, seiyuu, which is just, like, what some people call Japanese voice actors. And I feel like I'm kind of, like, how some people are with idols is how I am with voice actors. I say some people as in people who are not parasocial, but just, like, will kind of, like, learn a lot of trivia about them. And a lot of that was genuinely oh, Monbrida. A lot of that was spawned, honestly, by Critical Role for me. Because, like, Critical Role... I genuinely got into Critical Role because of Liam O'Brien, Travis Willingham, and Laura Bailey all being in it, because they all played roles that were, like, a major part of my childhood. You know, Laura Bailey and Travis Willingham in, like, Full Metal Alchemist, and then Liam O'Brien as Gaara in Naruto. right? And then other stuff as well, like Liam O'Brien being in Darksiders, Travis Willingham having a role in Infamous, or he was in Infamous Second Son specifically, and Laura Bailey also playing, though granted that was more in my like teen years. Just stuck with names in general, but also tend to remember developers and direct names before actors. Yeah, exactly, and that's like also perfectly valid, and honestly probably a better way of like finding stuff that you like, because like Miyazaki, right? Not the film director, but the game director, the Souls guy. You know, like if you follow him around, you're gonna get a very consistent product. Same with oh god, why can I not remember? I'm totally dropping the director of Metal Gear's name right now. Like it's just escaping me. But yeah, like the director of Metal Gear, you know, similar with Yoshi P. Kojima, thank you. Ugh. Can't believe I forgot about Kojima's name. But yeah, like you're gonna get very consistent stuff with like Kojima. Though Miyazaki doesn't direct Armored Core, correct? Is that someone else? I'm gonna look this up actually. Who is game director on Armored Core 6? I'm just gonna look at 6 for now. I can look back at the other ones later. Masaru Yamamura was the director of Armored Core 6. But like Kojima, Yoshi P, Yoko Taro, you know, Drakengard and Nier, that's kind of another one. All these are very adjacent, granted, but like even in like American film spaces, or both in Western and Eastern film and video game spaces, following directors and producers is actually a great way to go. Like, you can look at like it is very interesting to go through all of like Jon Favreau's work as a director and producer, and see the progression throughout the years. You know, there are a lot of people who are fans of like Quentin Tarantino and Wes Anderson, right? Like that, because they're kind of genres unto themselves. Joseph Fares is a recent favorite. Yeah, I was gonna ask, who's the guy as well who's like, he did A Way Out, It Takes Two, and Split Fiction. That's not Joseph Fares, right? Or Joseph Fares? But like all of those games are the same director. No, yeah, it is Joseph Fares did all those. Okay, I know I recognize his name. Yeah, right. Like you know kind of what you're getting with that. And they are all very like good experiences. I've only played It Takes Two out of all those, but I have seen people play Split Fiction, and like, oh my god, that like Split Fiction is going to be like in the history books of games. I think Sven at Larian deserves props as well for just like general good CRPGs design. Fuck the Oscars while actually backing up his statements with good games is so good. Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I think everyone kind of knows at this point that the Oscars are fucked. Like, Sundance Film Festival has been going through the same sort of process for the last few years where people recognize that it's like, yeah, Sundance has kind of just become a rich people party. And I'm hoping that actually the move of location from Park City, Utah to Boulder City, I think, Colorado. It's moving to somewhere in Colorado, is going to maybe shake up Sundance a bit. Interestingly, something I'm also interested in is there's an upcoming film festival called the Haymaker Film Festival that's all about action. But it's not just like a showcase, like they are actually like taking submissions and like giving out awards and showing and having showcases and stuff about like action films. So they'll be giving out like, you know, they're like screening submissions and like actually kind of like filtering for like, okay, what has good action? Heard of Haymaker? Need to look into that? Yeah. Let's see, what other directors? But yeah, Jon Favreau is interesting as director because he also actually, if you watch Chef, it's very interesting, like, watching Chef and then Iron Man, because you realize it actually just uses all the same actors. Like, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson are both in Chef, and then they're both in Iron Man. He just likes using the same actors. But he also has a very, like, measured... It's Jon Favreau has this very, like, nice mix of, like, I'll call it grounded deadpan, because it's not like dark humor deadpan. Use that to get his own ideas off the ground. Yeah, exactly. And now he just kind of, like, rides his own coattails, which is honestly kind of where you want to be as a director. I'm not a fan of him giving Gwyneth Paltrow a platform to spout her bullshit. But, like, honestly, that is, like, the least harm, I think, that... Given that it is a harm, you know, just kind of, like, taking that, it is probably, like, the least harm that, like, any movie director has done, objectively, is, like, giving someone a platform for misinformation, which is a wild statement. I get that that's a wild statement, but, like, consider that Weinstein exists. Mostly a post-Iron Man thing. I mean, I guess, yeah, but, like, he still gives her a platform on, like, his current work, like on the Chef show, which started in, like, 2022. He has Gwyneth Paltrow on, and she's, like, promoting, like, Goop products and stuff. Or not Goop products, but, you know, she's promoting her own stuff. But, like, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow is far from the only movie celebrity to push misinformation. Like, Jim Carrey is, like, notably anti-vax. She's allowed to promote. Again, I'd have to watch this specific episode. It's just kind of like one of those things that, like, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But, you know, like, Jim Carrey is, like, anti-vax. You know, take any number of stand-up comedians who have hopped on the, like, anti-woke train. You know, just all of that. And so, like, in comparison, Jon Favreau, like, having Gwyneth Paltrow on one episode of his show, especially because it's, like, they've known each other for a long time, is, like, yeah, whatever. He's always been a bit of a hippie outside of his movies. Yeah. Yeah, like, these trajectories are not surprising, right? Like, it's... Nobody's... If you know the history of these people, it's not super shocking when it happens. It's more so just, like, how do we deal with these people having a platform and, you know, spreading this kind of information? But, like, for example, like, the stuff that, or at least to me, the stuff that Gwyneth Paltrow puts out is no worse than, like, anything the Kardashians do, right? So, just kind of as an example, but enough about celebrities. Also, we're gonna speed this up. Can I actually just skip this? I don't think I can skip it. Oh, I can skip. I'm glad, though, that the default option is now. Okay. Okay, now we finally get to see what happened in that cutscene with Lolorito. Yes. Okay. Just don't do it in Endwalker.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Yeah, I mean, we had gotten past all sort of the character, like, remembrances, so. Lolorito is behind it. She has the same mask as Ida. I mean, Lolorita is also a monetarist, though, right? The haunted look in his eyes. I need to turn the brightness up. Nabriales is no more. The ardor was not his to invoke. His demise was of his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. They have extinguished that which should rightly be eternal. Mayhap he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. The northern lands, then? The earth is fertile and the seeds well sown. By my will they shall reap salvation unlike any the world has known. By his will. By his will. Am I supposed to know who they're referring to? Urianger. No. Not yet, nope. I've answered thy summons, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. I would speak of fate, Archon. Yours, mine, the fate of this very star. So he's not necessarily in league with them, but he's willing to talk to the Asians. All right.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond.
Kinda, yeah.
Delusion, despair, death.
These nuts.
Thou shalt find naught else here.
But I have to try. These nuts, warrior of light. Despair, destruction. And eyes fixed heavensward. These nuts, warrior of light. Okay. I'm gonna go get food. Okay, I'm back. I'm expecting lots of cutscenes, so I'm going to be eating while some of this is going on. Time for action has come, and Alphino knows what he must do. Alright, voice change.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything.
Yeah, this is much better.
You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmont has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under
Nice,
our
let's go.
patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man, and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together.
Yeah.
There
Alright.
we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the Gates of Judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gate, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then... Also, I feel like if the magic exists, the Scion should make the Rising Stones, the Waking Sands, whatever, a like pocket dimension that they can just set up anywhere. And just sort of like, you know, take down like a tent. I don't know. I like pocket dimension headquarters. The idea is nice. You know, in D&D, that's Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. Alright, I want to hear the music here. What do we have going on? No music, really? Wards of House Fortin. Ah, yes, you may pass. Yes, please. Oh, do you know how long I've been waiting for this?
And so they came, at a friend's behest.
have my Caesar headband on. I've been listening to a lot of the Battle
Heroes
Tendency
once
soundtrack.
celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood.
If you haven't watched the opening trailers, you should do so after this. Alright.
With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Oh, really? Okay, that's actually huge. Thank you for the tip.
Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus.
So pretty. I mean, it's very gray,
A
but...
great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood.
I do wish there was the ability to pick how you were referred to.
In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Faucon, Heavensward. Okay. Hey! Hello. Greetings, Master Vaudet. On behalf of House Forton, I bid welcome you to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you all could come with me. Oh, I should have tuned this. I might make this my home, honestly. I'm not doing a whole lot with Maelstrom at the moment, so, yeah. Sorry, Limsa, but, you're gonna have to hold on for now. Skysteel Manufactory, the Forgotten Knight. Okay, so we can't actually grab the other jobs yet. I'm also wondering, I'm debating, because I do want to start Dark Knight, but I'm debating making that just its own stream, just so they can wholly exist, just so the like, VODs of the quest exist as, like, a wholly separate thing. But man, I want to start on Dark Knight. Oh, wait. Yeah? Oh, I guess I'm still kind of going up the stairs. Also, don't I get an ability soon? Actions. Upgrade, nope. Level 90, 90, 80, 90. Dark Knight can be started now, I believe, but the story in one VOD will be hard due to leveling times. No, that's fair. But I mean, the idea is to do the story quests in one thing and then just like do like duties and stuff offline, and then just kind of like insert a day where I like bust out a bunch of Dark Knight quests in a in like a single stream, if that makes sense. So like over the course of like 2 weeks, like level up 10 or so levels through like duties and just kind of like menial stuff, and then have like an hour where I just bust out some Dark Knight quest. I don't know. I have to think about it some more, which is part of why I don't want to do it. Once you get, since just slow leveling. Oh, don't have some abilities you get from the quest. That's true. Honestly, I might record it. In that case, I might not stream it at all and just record it all offline. Or record separately and like post in its own thing. I don't know. I want the content to be separate, but having it in... I'm not sure how clunky it would be having those quests in stream, right? Because I need to be like sort of doing the leveling alongside all of this. I don't know. Again, requires some thought. I'll go back and look at how other streamers have done it. I think that that'll actually be a good starting point. You know, Jesse Cox, any number of VTubers. You know, lots of people who play Final Fantasy XIV. There's plenty of blueprints from which to work. The Warrior of Light and his brave companions walking the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present you my family home, Fortall Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends. Introductions must be made. Oh, yay, and we're actually getting substantial XP now.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortom, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders. Yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think?
Yeah, good tip. I was just thinking that, like, I should have
my decision would have
Redmate for
raised
this
eyebrows
cutscene.
in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Excuse the chewing noises. Yeah, honestly, after that voice switch, I kind of get why Jane hates Sam Riegel. Rogue, ninja, viper, monk, samurai. Also, especially since I'm at like level 57, it's honestly probably worth putting red mage on, even for the next little bit. Or basically until I get to level 57. I think that's what I'm going to do, even if my fashion is not up to snuff. Our friends in House Forton have been generous enough to extend us their protection. We must care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home so that we might become more self-sufficient. Indeed, let's learn where the grocery store are. Grocery store are? Grocery store is. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the land, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. Yeah, where's the public transit? It would seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He'll be able to answer any questions you might have. Where's the local tavern? That's all I need, yeah. But I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. God, Edmund also just looks so crisp. Yeah, gotta have the visas. These documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton. But let us hope it shall not come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Aden, Tataru, the city awaits. Let's go! Yeah. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all other sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the Jeweled Crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services before descending to the Foundation's Aetheroid Plaza, if there are no questions. I actually do have a question. Where can I put... I need a place to do glamour. Also, I really like this red mage arm. It's weird, but anyway. Well, it would probably be the tavern, right? I also need to get more glamour prisms anyway. Can't buy stuff for the market, so I'm wondering what I'm going to be doing for red mage glamour. I'm alright with the hat for now. It's more so this coat that I have an issue with. It's okay. It's just okay. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. Forgotten Night is the inn. Okay, thank you. Magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thorin's famed Knights 12? Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I saw it on the way in. Very good, Master Alfino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined King Thordan to put down Needhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Boy, we got nothing but time. Tell you what. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Miss Elais. Elais. Elais? Mistress Elais, our master of the markets. Okay, lead the way. Alright, so just remind me at level 57 to, switch to, monk again. Or when the quest reaches level 57. Wait, can I not go down from here? Ah, dang it. Oh, yes, let's go. Parkour. Also, ow, my ankles. I'll have to look at the shops and see if there's any fashion I can put on. Though again, I do need glamour prisms. My ankles are broken so many times here. As well it should be. An MMO city is not good if you don't break your ankles every time you walk around. Well, you're clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Forton. How very interesting. Count Edmond has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable? Yes, sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armor, accoutrement, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. She sells seashells by the seashore. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. I like how he doesn't wait for an answer, he just goes. Like, the question is a formality. He's like, yeah, of course you're fucking ready. Your adventurers, I'm not gonna outpace you. Alright, let's take a look at the shops, actually. Ingredients. Okay, cool. Oh, I see. Okay, that's the price. I'm like, I don't have 1,900 of these. Alright, so that's materials, jeweler. Oh, neat. Oh, they also differentiate earrings. But okay, that's actually kind of nice. Differentiating earrings by job so that you basically just know. Okay, so fending is tank. Slaying is melee DPS. Aiming is... I guess ninja's melee DPS. But ranged physical, largely, and then just ninja for some reason. Casting is magic DPS, healing is healer. Yeah, big surprise. But they use dex instead of strength. Interesting. Yeah, and that's kind of what confuses me about monk is I'm still stuck on the D&D paradigm of monks using dexterity, unless you play Baldur's Gate 3, in which case you pump strength. Like you basically just are on steroids the entire time for like the optimal monk play, which is kind of absurd. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Tavern Brawler Monk. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, you're an apothecary. I don't... weapons... I wouldn't go to the armor for red mage stuff. Level 50. Okay. Red mage... Okay, cool. Okay, what do you look like? Okay, this looks much better. Honestly, I could just buy this and then just have the fit. Oh, that hat is whack, though. I kind of like it, but I would need to dye it. Karlach as Barbarian Monk crossplay with Tavern Brawler is your favorite build. Oh, yeah, no. And that works. It's more so the, like, pure open, or not... It's just the fact of, like... but, like, honestly, the optimal setup for that, even, is, or, like, basically anything that takes bonus actions, and they've only managed to subvert this even a little bit, is to take 3 levels in Rogue for the extra bonus action as Thief, and that irritates me. That irritates me that that exists. And I kind of just want to mod it out, honestly. But yeah, that hat is whack. Let's see. Alright, let's see what you have for Disciple of War. You can go up to level 56 gear. Oh, hold on. That's a sick headgear. I like that. Yeah, Rogue Thief bonus action is something you would avoid just for variety. Yeah. Like, and the only thing that managed to subvert it was them just giving... And this is only in the, like, patch 8 or whatever subclasses, is the Giants being able to kick on a bonus action at level 10. And so it's really just a side grade, honestly. Like, it's not even better. It's just, again, a side grade. Okay. But yeah, since I have, like, gray gear on anyway, I'm tempted to just buy some of this red mage stuff, because it's also a bit of a gill sink, and I kind of need a gill sink. At the very least, I'll buy a, wait, no, that's Mammoth Striking. Ugh. The hell? Higher item level so you can do dungeons and the like without issue. Yeah. No, I need to cancel Disciple of Magic 50. It does say this is lower, which is interesting. Or it's at least like lower defense. But is it higher? Item level 115. I mean, they're both item level 115. So I'm genuinely kind of confused what the play is. I mean, this has materia slots, though. It's not really worth it here. Yeah, is item level really the only thing to, like, care about? I mean, I think I'll buy this one, at least for a quick fashion. Red Mage was a Stormblood job. Okay, I see. Right, yeah. Okay, I was just able to get it so early because they stopped doing the MSQ. MSQ thing. But I'm still gonna buy this just for fashion. Just like, I just need something else right now, man. Oh, now this I would put on Red Mage. Yeah. This is... I honestly should have just waited until I got here. Whatever. I'm capped out on Gale often enough that it's not really an issue. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Like, it's not as colorful as Ul'dah, but like, just the shadows, the everything, man. Alright, what else do we have? Fieldcraft. Carvery. Alright. Going down here. I mean, I could probably honestly do a lot, I think Endless Dungeon, because I haven't actually touched the Endless Dungeon despite it being what I was probably looking forward to most before I started getting invested in the MSQ. Okay, I'm already attuned there. I haven't actually done any Endless Dungeon. So I kind of want to hop into that, because I have House of the Dead unlocked. And here we have Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. Isn't that what House of the Dead is? Is it an Endless Dungeon? Palace of the Dead. I see. Okay. Honestly, worth it for some simple fashion. I'll take that. Oh, and it just gives this stuff to me. I didn't even need to buy it. Not endless, but a very long, deep dungeon. I see. Okay. Yeah, but I still, like... Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping it would be, like, actually endless. Yeah, this was literally just what was at the merchant, no? So I didn't even need to buy the thing. It was just going to give me all this gear. As for our next destination... Sorry, I'm eating again. Mayhap we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? Goes up to floor 200, only need 100 for the story. Okay. Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There, our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The holy stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, where to the south and east, well, 'twould be best if you avoided that area. Sounds like that's where I want to go if I want to get Dark Knight. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Turn down the hoplon and gawp at the statues? Stairway near the inn, actually? Okay. If you've a mind to learn the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. I would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this. Ah, then. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. 10 feet from the current location, yeah. I just need to unlock it, frankly. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? And I'm coming too. Okay, no need to announce it like that. Oh, the quest accepted music changed. I hadn't noticed that. It's attuned to the etherite up here? But yeah, I love cities with verticality. I love this sort of like filigree that's on the stonework. The general architecture of kind of like these winding, but all adjacent stone and houseworks. It's, ugh, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. I say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments, Master... Gibrion. Just Gibrion'll do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye, up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights and so forth dropping in on their way to and from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the Broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Broom, if I may ask? Because when the weather's foul, when the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. Ah, so we're in a Midgard situation where we have literal social stratification. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the Broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. Yeah, except they're probably not going to bring down an entire ward on someone. Like, there's no, there's no evil corporation at the top. I guess the Holy See. But, you know, there's no Mako reactors going on. Master Alfino, I think it would be best if we return to Forton Manor. I disagree. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Tataru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. Wow, didn't expect casual misogyny from you. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alfino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. Religious cults instead of corporations. Where I'm from, they're the same thing. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. Hey, alright. That settles it then, Tataru. Arden and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. Love your voice on the innkeeper. Yeah, it's literally just... I kind of am in... I don't know what it is. Today, I'm just in a good spot to do different voices. Kind of makes me wish I had actually, done some audiobook recording, but, you know. This is what I had planned for today, and I'm going to execute on it. Retire to an inn room. Okay, now I need to... Eh? Main hand... Nope. Head, body... What? Oh, this one would actually... That would make an okay glamour. Samurai, bard, red mage? Like Mog Station stuff and event gear that you can't buy in-game normally? Okay. Glamour creation. Oh, is this the only stuff available for Red Mage? God damn it. Yeah, this is the only stuff I can apply on Red Mage currently. How do I put stuff in here, though? Right, no, I've put stuff in here before. Hey. Hold on. I swear, I'm getting here. Onion mask. Wait, what? Oh, that's kind of neat. Visual eye patch. Okay, body. Arm cuirass. Shows what you can put into the dresser. Right. Oh, this is... Wait, that's the infantry shirt? What? No, that has to be glamored. That one's okay. No. Do not possess any glamour prism. What? I thought I had a glamour prism. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, well, that'll have to wait. I'll just have to go gather some walnut wood. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to explore a bit to figure out what, I mean, again, I really just need glamour prisms. That's the only issue here. Or get to level 52 so I can just put on that level 52 shirt. Either one works. Can't trade on free trial? Nope. Nope, no trading, no market. I do, honestly, in a way, you know, it's not perfect, obviously, but, oh, nice, I can, okay, so they're the job quests. I'm assuming that's what it is. Because what's your sign feels like a pretty obvious astrologian quest name. Dump some of my billion prisms on me, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but, you know, even if it's small XP, I've sort of hit diminishing returns on Walnut Wood at this point. It still does help me with Carpenter, so. And it's honestly at the point where, like, because I'm cutting walnut trees, I can get walnuts as well, which helps me level Culinarian as well. Oh, I should put on a food buff. Wait. Gotta level them up. I mean, yeah, but like I can make clamor prisms is kind of my point. Oh, buy prism from the Grand Companies. Yeah, I'm not quite at that point. I think I'm actually still pretty far from being able to level up with Maelstrom. Tell us then, Master Alfino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the Wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties unspeakable. The Wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet, alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Fastest method you found was to collect gear from dungeons no one wants, and then trade it into the company? Oh, you can do that? I have a ton of gear from dungeons. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alfino. You are guests in my home to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Yeah, our reputation's a bit shot right now, though. It may be an issue. As for you, Master Vode, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artoriel and Amenelen in their duties. Not that you want more Gil right now. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Vode the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius von Belsar, and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you could pardon them their impropriety, Master Vode, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. It would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fulton has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so, he would have us publicly serve Ishgard, whilst simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. Yay! Okay, Artoirel, let's see what you have to say. 46k. Okay, it's gonna be a while before I get to level 52. Let us begin anew, Master Verde. I am Sir Artoirel de Fulton, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fulton. You will forgive my outburst, I hope. I mean no disrespect, I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me. Unlike some. Horseval has spoke of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Zemail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. I think I attuned to this one. No? Okay. Also, I think I'm going to end stream here. I do need to get those errands done, and I have to go to work in a few hours. Foundation. Levs of Ishgard. Inscrutable taste. What does that require? I'd recommend you watch the trailer before. Right. Thank you for the reminder. So this isn't the Dark Knight unlock, right? That's here. Well, the ending of 2.55 is fresh in mind. Yeah. Land or hand. Okay, I see. I'm gonna at least park myself in front of the Dark Knight. Dark Knight pickup. Keep in mind that there's still a good bit of delay, so I'm not, That's the machinist unlock, though. What? But it's in here? I don't see the quest. Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, please lead the way. Keep forgetting. I'm so used to SWTOR's auto sprint that I don't think to sprint often enough. Oh, did I miss it? Where the hell did you go? Anyway. I think it was up here. A dark spectacle. I'm gonna bet that's it. Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. If Dark Knights are Inquisitors, that's actually pretty sick. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ishgard. The Gates of Judgment are now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Yay! Witnessing a spectacle like that every day seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Ah, your loss. Fury take me, the way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called the sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to, the blade was so big. Had to keep 2 hands on it at all times. I'm amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the 7th hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't... Yep, this is it. Sure of it at first, but then I heard some say he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Right. Nope, not gonna press him for details at the moment. Gonna log off and watch the trailer. Aye, let us speak no more of such things. Never know who's listening. Log out. Okay, videos. I'm assuming this is it. Nice. Was it Blur Studios who did this? They do a lot of really good trailers. Oh no. The last thing I needed was seeing that rendered in high detail. Also interesting how the Warrior of Light in the trailers has, like, aged. They look much older in, like, the Endwalker stuff I've seen. And yes, I have seen Endwalker trailers. Kind of hard not to. sick. Yo! I forget your name, but I remember you. Oh? Oh, what? Was not expecting that. This is nuts. I get to go Skylands on this shit? That's awesome. I guess Warrior of Light becomes a Dark Knight in this trailer. Honestly, not a big deal if you've seen the Endwalker trailer. There's so many references that can only be stood if you play the MSQ. Yeah, alright. Yoshida. Yoshi be our Lord and Savior. Oh, sick. Okay, so there's your good. Nice. But yeah, I love floating islands. There's actually a survival game that, like, has that as, like, its setting as you, like, fly between islands. I forget what it's called. But, I need to look into that. Anyway, I have errands to run. Thank you all for joining me. Glad we got to start Heavensward. Looking forward to what comes next. I'll see you on Monday. Free trial only has this menu. Yeah, only so much you can do, you know?